You've heard me talk about meritocracy over and over, even name the network Merit. I'd like to believe America's finally getting the message. Let me tell you the real story. Here's some headlines. Some of Silicon Valley's most prominent schools have ditched honors classes in the name of equity. Talk about a race to the bottom. Come on. California firefighters lowered standards with DEI efforts. Hey, I want a DEI firefighter when my house catches on fire. Seriously? UCLA Medical School faces allegations of lowered standards amid affirmative action controversy. ABA faces DOJ wrath over law school diversity requirements. Across America, honors classes gone. Fitness test easier. Bar exam watered down. Medical school pass fail? What? They always said, what do you call the person who graduates last in their class at medical school? Doctor?
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 Why did they do that? Well, in the name of equity and inclusion. Group identity over individual merit. We're seeing it in education. Palo Alto, California, 2025. Honors biology eliminated in the name of equity. You need to go to your dictionary, go to 3 or 4 and look up equity, and then look up equality. They're not the same. The similar actions are seen in California districts, San Francisco, Fremont, Los Angeles. Quote from one Silicon Valley parent, "We came to this country for meritocracy. Now being told merit is discrimination." How can merit be discrimination? Do you see it in the NBA? Do you see it in Major League Baseball? No. You see who can run fast, jump high, hit hard. New York City, 2023, gifted and talented programs slashed. Let's not take our best and brightest and prop them up. Let's slash those programs. We certainly don't want to support our best and brightest.
3 plus 3. Really?
I beg your pardon?
What kind of school is this anyway?
Pushback from parents who say high-achieving students are being neglected. Yeah, I would think so. If a student is ready, if a student is chomping at the bit, if a student feels like a quarter horse, why hook them to a plow? Let them run, let them go fast, let them learn. State education officials said it promotes equity. Really? So we're now going to slow down until the last student catches up. Critics call it academic leveling down. SAT and ACT now optional, when the facts actually show that that SAT test is one of the ways to get disadvantaged students out of their circumstance. Why? Because a bright student can leapfrog out of a poor school. This started during the pandemic, which ended more than 2 years ago. Supporters say it removes barriers for disadvantaged students. Opponents argue it reduces academic rigor and mass unpreparedness, especially in elite schools. This is not just happening in education, although that is a terrible place for it to be happening at all. U.S. military, fitness standards adjusted. New physical fitness standards implemented to promote diversity and inclusion. Really? So we want our soldiers to level down? I don't think so. Women, older recruits now eligible to pass with lower scores. That's not fair to them. Think about it. They get in battle and they haven't had rigorous training. They need to get up a hill to safety, but they didn't have rigorous standards and rigorous training, so they can't get up the hill to safety as quickly as necessary. That's unfair to them. Medicine, United States medical licensing exam, step 1 goes pass-fail. Come on. In 2022, the USMLE, Step 1, moved to a pass-fail grading system, previously a critical numeric metric for residency placement. What does that mean? Where you got placed for residency was based on how well you performed on these exams. The better you did, the more choices you had, the more sophisticated specialties you could get into. Supporters say it reduces student stress levels. Well, let me tell you, if you're in a program like that and it doesn't have stress, it's not the program you thought it was.
You face the future with your heads held high because you are now doctors.
It's just like having a job. If you have a job that doesn't have stress, bulletin, you don't have a real job. Opponents warn it removes an objective measure of competence. You know why they say that? Because it does. California bar exam. The cut score, it's been lowered. Why? They said to address racial disparities. There are other ways. If there are racial disparities, address them in other ways. Prepare those students. Give them the help they need. Critics, including judges and legal scholars, caution you could lower the professional standards by doing this. And then you get these students that are now licensed and they say, oh, you must have gotten there because they lowered the standards. They shouldn't have to labor under that perception. Hold the standard and prepare them up to the standard. Don't lower the standard and then everybody thinks, well, they just got there because they made it easier. So how's this working for us? Well, educational stats, according to the nation's report card, the National Association of Education Procurement, 26% of 8th graders proficient in math, 33% in reading. Really? That means the rest aren't. According to the American College of Testing, the standardized test used for college admissions, we've had the lowest average score in 30 years. Only 21% of the students are ready across all subjects. That's not good. Guys, we need to quit kidding ourselves here. We need to suck it up and we need to step up. And if we've got a bunch of students out there, whether it's for race, economics, or whatever, they're not prepared, we need to get them prepared. That's what we need to do. We don't need to lower the standards to meet the students. We need to support the students to meet the standards. If there are students in low socioeconomic groups, if there are students in racial groups that didn't get the education necessary to meet the standards, then we owe it to them to give them the training they need to meet those standards. And make no mistake, we have students in this country that aren't getting the quality education, and we owe it to them to give them that quality education. If we have students in racial minorities that aren't getting the teachers that they need, aren't getting the internet they need, don't have the devices they need, then we need to spend the money to give it to them. Don't lower the standards to meet the students. Raise the students to meet the standards. They deserve it just like kids in the suburbs or wherever. Our young people deserve an equal chance, not an equal outcome. And that's the real story. Wherever you're getting the real story, make sure you subscribe and follow. I'll see you Monday. When your credit isn't perfect, it can really feel like the system is stacked against you. Kickoff gives you the tools to build credit fast. With affordable plans starting at $5 per month, no hidden fees, and 0 interest, Kickoff helps you score big when it comes to credit. Make payments on time and your credit can grow fast. Users with credit under 600 grew an average of 84 points in their first year. With over 1 million users, there's a reason why Kickoff is the #1 credit builder app. Start building credit with Kickoff today and get your first month for as little as $1. That's 80% off the normal price when you go to getkickoff.com/Phil today. That's Kickoff without the C. Get KIKOFF.com/Phil.
Must sign up via getkickoff.com/Phil to activate offer. Offer applies to new Kickoff customers first month only. Subject to approval. Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points. Vantage score 3.0. Between January of 2023 and January of 2024. For Kickoff credit account users who started with a score below 600, who paid on time, and who had no delinquencies or collections added to their credit profile during the period. Late payments may negatively impact your credit score. Individual results may vary.